Oh, hi, this is Boom Theo. You're welcome to A Challenge Change. I just want to motivate you this afternoon and say a few things that has the capacity to move your life forward and to encourage you and to motivate you. We're living in very challenging times, very difficult times, a time where social media seems to take total control of our society, and majority of people don't know who they are. They've lost themselves to social media. You know, the impact and the negative effect of social media, even though there is a positive side that makes all of us to feel, that sense of belonging to a society, but in the presence of that, in the presence of social media positive influence, there is also this negative influence that drifts people from themselves, to putting everything they do on social media so that they have no privacy of themselves, they have no life of themselves, they are living outside in rather than inside out. And that is a problem. That is a risky problem. And for most people, it has become addiction. Social media addiction of, putting pornography, you know, stuff on social media. They expose their nakedness. They don't care. Some have postures of sexual, positions, and but it doesn't really make sense. Why allow social media to drift you so bad to a point and a place where you lose yourself? You lose yourself and your ethical, moral values. You lose your human dignity. You lose your human respect. And most people do that for money because they think if they get a lot of viewers, they can have money from, TikTok and what is it called? YouTube and all the other ones, Instagram, but it doesn't really make sense. Don't lose yourself to social media negative influence. Don't lose yourself to social media destructiveness. Put yourself back together. Don't lose your human dignity. Don't lose your human potential. Because when you do something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. But as much as you can easily form those little habits, it can take up to a lifetime to break those habits, which means that it's easy to form a habit, but it's extremely difficult to break that habit. Maybe the habit of smoking, maybe the habit of drinking, maybe the habit of pornography, maybe the habit of doing something that is against your human values or your ethical human values or moral values. Why not begin to define your true self in all self authenticity in expression and add value to yourself, value your human potential, value yourself, and do things that brings your life to a place that lifts other people. Do things that brings your life to a place that it motivates other people. Do things that makes your life to be an example, a good example, but not allowing the greed of having money to make you lose your value. So content is important. What content are you putting on social media? Are you promoting pornography? Are you promoting things that will not stand the test of time? Or are you promoting things that allows a human being to look respectful? Some people say we can do what we want and we don't want anybody to tell us what to do. Yes, you can do what you want, and nobody's telling you what you should do. But as much as what you do has the capacity to affect other people negatively or influence them negatively, you have to be conscious of this. But unfortunately, society has lost conscience. Conscience is our ability of right and wrong, and the absence of conscience is what we see on social media today. So that social media is drifting our world. As much as world governments and their policies that challenges the values and the ethical values and the moral values that we've always ad- adhere to, or we've always hold on high. Today, those values are being challenged. The social media, especially YouTube, is making society to lose its integrity, its human value, its human dignity. And a lot of people have gone wild. This is what I'm addressing today. What content are you putting on social media? Are you being driven by the greed of getting money? Why not work for those money? You can say it's work. Showing your nakedness to get money is work, but it's not. Look at generation down you. If we're still alive and your great grandchildren comes to see the content their great grandma put on social media just to have money, if by that time conscience has not gone and there is still some conscience left in society, what will they say of you? These are the things that I want to challenge your mind. The content people put on social media. What kind of content is it? Is it content that builds other people up? Is it content that leads people into immoral lives? Is it content that motivates people to do more for their lives? Or is content that leads people to sin? Maybe you would say sin doesn't exist. So why am I talking about sin? What is sin? Sin is missing the mark. So if this ethical values demands that this and that is a right way, and what you're doing is going to make other people to go the other way, then you've drifted them. Pause and think. It's good to talk to you tonight. And life is boom. I hope I put a smile on your face.